Be Wealthy and Smart, episode 1220.
Step into a world of wealth and financial freedom without budgets, boredom, or bosses on Be Wealthy and Smart. And now, here's your host, Linda P. Jones.
Welcome to Be Wealthy and Smart. I'm Linda P. Jones, America's Wealth Mentor, empowering women and men worldwide to financial freedom. On today's show, we're going to talk about why Americans have no incentive to move. Well, you probably can guess why, and that's because, in general, less than 10% of Americans have mortgages with an interest rate above 6%. 90% have interest rates below 6%. And that's keeping people staying put in their homes. According to Apollo chief economist, he says the bottom line is that homeowners across America do not have any incentive to move. In fact, only 9% of all mortgages outstanding in the U.S. were taken out with a rate above 6%, according to Federal Housing Finance Agency, and about a quarter of all mortgages, or 23%, have a rate of less than 3%. And 38% of homeowners have a mortgage rate between 3% and 4%. So since most Americans have a very low mortgage rate, they don't have any incentive to move and take on a higher rate today. Currently, a 30-year fixed mortgage is averaging about 6.96%, according to Freddie Mac. Millions of homeowners took advantage of ultra-low rates during the pandemic, and they got their monthly mortgage payments much lower. A recent study by the New York Fed found that there were 14 million outstanding mortgages that refinanced during that pandemic time. And the typical homeowner who did that saw their monthly payment fall by about $220. So if you're a new homeowner who wants to go out and buy a home today, you're definitely going to join the group that is paying over 6% and close to 7%. And that's why there's such a low supply of homes for sale. In fact, when you look at how many listings are in existence right now versus a year ago, listings are down 27% in early July from that year ago period. So that's an enormous decline in inventory. And according to Realtor.com, 82% of people who are looking to buy or sell their home feel that they're, quote, locked in by their low mortgage rate, and they can't move because they don't want to give up their low rate. And as a result, more than half of sellers are waiting for rates to come down before they make a move. It's taking a toll more on the younger homeowners because they feel more stuck because they have more mortgage debt left to pay off compared to their older counterparts who have been paying it off for years. 80% of millennials aged 27 to 42 who are homeowners were planning to delay their plans to sell their homes in the next 3 years, according to a survey of over 1,400 U.S. homeowners by Harris Poll and Credit Karma. Although it says some homeowners are willing to stay in their homes that they've outgrown or even rent them out and move into more affordable housing temporarily. Some young homeowners might even consider living with a spouse or partner they have split from or put off having kids just to avoid selling their home. Yet when you look at baby boomers aged 59 to 72, they are the ones that feel least trapped by rates, Credit Karma found. Again, because they've been paying off their mortgage for years and much of it is paid down. So they don't feel the need for financing as much as younger people do. 43% of baby boomers polled said they would not need a mortgage to buy a new home, and 28% said they have enough money to cover the high rates. Now, one of the ways that people are finding a way around this whole interest rate situation is to buy a new home. the builder may be giving you some incentives by helping you get a lower interest rate. And that's caused new home sales to jump by 12.2% as of May of 2023, according to the federal government. So it sounds like that's your best option right now. If you have a low interest rate you're concerned about getting out of, but you need to move, look at new construction. See if the builder can do something, pay some points, and buy down the rate. It helps reduce your mortgage payment that you'll have to pay, but they're the ones that are paying out of pocket to help you do that. Otherwise, we just have to wait for the Fed to stop raising interest rates, which may happen this month in July, might be the last rate hike. There's only a 20% chance of a future rate hike according to the futures market. Now, the Fed is very data dependent, so it depends on the inflation numbers that come in, the CPI, the PPI, etc., what they're seeing in the data. And they'll determine going forward whether they need to raise rates more or not. But right now, it seems like the Fed is sort of shifting in neutral after this increase in July and waiting to see what they need to do going forward. If inflation continues to come down, as it has, we've had 12 consecutive drops in inflation. If that continues to happen and inflation gets back below 2%, the Fed then is within their target and they won't need to be raising interest rates. And I believe it's quite possible later this year or going into next year that we do see lower rates and another boom in housing. If you haven't yet subscribed to Be Wealthy and Smart, hit the subscribe button and you'll be notified as soon as new podcasts are available so you never miss one of them. And all of my podcasts are on my website in my wealth mentoring library at lindapjones.com/podcasts. That's all for today. Until next time, live the good life and be wealthy and smart.
Thank you for listening to Be Wealthy and Smart with Linda P. Jones. Share the wealth and tell your family and friends about the show. Check out our website, blog, and social media for more riches at www.bewealthyandsmart.com.